Hey guys and girls, Social Tech Help 1 here today, and I'm just going to show you guys a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned while doing missions on Empire Avenue. And first we're going to start off with essentially doing missions for other people, and then we'll move into how to structure your own missions after that. Okay, so first of all, here basically you have a mission feed under the current missions tab, and it's refreshed every time you refresh the page with new missions, assuming that someone has posted a new mission. And a lot of the missions are either Facebook, Twitter, or Google Plus related. I would say the majority. Um, and they're either usually for a like bomb, which is essentially just you go down the page and click like on anything that stirs your attention. And the like bombs usually also include some number of shares or comments as well. Um, Same thing with a +1 bomb for Google Plus, and with a retweet bomb for Twitter. Um, a solid average for mission payouts is usually around 3,000 EVs. Personally, I try not to do missions for less than 4 or 5. I love 6s and 8s and 10s and, anything higher than 10, obviously. Although missions higher than 10, you really do need to pay attention because sometimes they are more complicated. They kind of require, they might require you to sign up at some third-party site, or put an email down, or do a little bit of stuff like that. But when you click on a mission, it takes you to this next page, and it tells you how many missions there are remaining and what the reward is. Just a quick thing, I would always check this box right here because sometimes people, either by accident or on purpose, put the incorrect amount of EVES in the title. So you always want to check that. And you always want to check the details as well, really quickly. And there's also a like button on the missions as well, which I strongly encourage everyone to click the like button every time they do a mission. Just get in the habit. It's much more simple than coming down and leaving a comment, which, you can do that as well. I'm not going to leave a comment on here just because I'm not going to do this mission. And sometimes people will offer you little tidbits extra if you leave a comment. Like, for instance, I've seen some people that run missions where if you leave your Twitter username in the comments, they will mention you. They'll do a bulk post where they'll mention, like, 5 or 10 people, and they'll run a mission where they have people retweet that post, which is pretty cool. It's actually a really cool way to reward loyal loyal shareholders and just mission takers in the first place. And not only that, it helps everybody's leaving a comment helps both people's, and a like it helps both people's EAV network score. So I highly recommend that you do that. At least hit the like button, because sometimes you don't want to scroll down and stop what you're doing to type. I understand, but at least hit the like button. It's super simple. There's also quick buttons to invest and check out the profile right underneath their avatar. But when you actually complete a mission, what you do essentially is you click on here and it'll take you to the link. So you read the description, figure out what exactly needs to be done, click here to complete the mission, and then go to the page and do whatever. And if you encounter any issues, for instance, like, the link is broken, or you can't figure out what to do, etc., etc., just leave a quick basically, if you can't complete the mission like they ask you to for whatever reason, just leave a quick comment down below. Be like, hey, I tried to do this, and say the mission was to, I don't know, like a Facebook page, and the link was broken. Well, then you could search for the name of the Facebook page. If that's not successful, then just maybe go to another one of their networks, like their Twitter, and just retweet a bunch of stuff, or do something. Don't, because it's not your fault when you click on that and you get to a incorrect URL, but you don't want people to think that you're stealing from them. So just go down there and leave a quick comment. I did this, I did that. Just tell them that you did something. Um, and yeah, so that's the basics of doing other people's missions. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about running missions of your own and sort of ways you can structure those. First of all, you can't create a mission of your own until you've hit at least um, at least 30 EVEs a share. This account is at 56.78. It might be higher than that. I would need to refresh to find out, and I'm not really interested in doing that at the moment. So basically, when you create a mission, we'll go over here real fast. Create a mission. You need a title, the mission type. Oh, that's odd. They actually took out. There used to be a mission where you could view a YouTube. You could leave a link for a URL for a YouTube video, and it would view it in the browser, in the Empire Avenue browser, and they wouldn't actually be paid until they completed the entire mission or completed the entire video. I don't know why they took that off. That's awful, because that was such a great way to boost your YouTube channel. But they did, so whatever. But anyway, so mission type, which there's either URL or a YouTube channel, and then a description, rewards, and the type of reward. I don't know what other ways there are other than EVE's payout. That's the only one I've ever seen. So maybe there's other stuff later down the line. I don't really know, but so EVE's payout, and then what the reward is, what the reward amount is, and then the total number of awards. And down here, you have some requirements. So, a mission only for your shareholders, a mission for anyone, and a mission for non-shareholders, and then different ways you can sort of filter them. I haven't used this too extensively yet, but I'm still, I'm at the point where I just need people to do my missions. So I don't need anything too intense. But one thing you can do once your share price gets a bit on the high side is you can run missions for your shareholders only, and you can set whatever criteria you want that they need to be. They need to have owned X amount for at least a day or whatever, and give them that mission. A mission to say maybe take EVEs and buy into their shares, or something along those lines. You guys really, you need to test and tweak everything, guys. That's my recommendation. And you can also send a shareholder mail, which will come up in a notification right here to all your shareholders, and that's of course for a price, relatively cheap price though. Over here you have the mission cost, and so you have the available rewards times the reward value to create the total reward fee, and then there's also a fee for adding and subtracting different requirements, and a shareholder mail fee as well. And the total reward fee is essentially double whatever the reward total is. So for instance, if I wanted to have, let's say, EVE's payout, we'll just say 500, which I wouldn't recommend ever doing a 500 E mission. if you look here, the reward total is 5,000 E, and the total reward fee is 5,000 E, and the total cost is 10,000 E. It essentially doubles the 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 mission, like the total reward fee, yeah. So, um, and that's the basics on kind of showing you the mechanics. We'll go to the dashboard next. My dashboard is where you kind of regulate your missions, and I only have one at the moment. Um, and you either have active or archived missions, and you can also have a pending mission, which is basically the screen we were on previously. You can fill it out and save it, and then leave it as a pending mission to make it active, say, when this one runs out. Because as you can see, there's 10 rewards here, and there's only 5 completes. So, you can view the mission here. And this is obviously your preview, because it says preview up here. If you ever need to copy and paste the mission URL, you exclude after the and. So you would just do the 225072, that number, and then to the left, and then copy and paste. You would not include the and preview. But if it's your mission, you can test your claim link, and make sure that it takes you where you need to go, which I highly recommend. So that's the basic mechanics of mission building. Now I'm going to go into a little bit more in-depth kind of the process of creating a mission. Now what I do is, first of all, I'm a huge user of Google. I mean, I have like 5 or 6 Google accounts, which I don't use them all quite as much as I used to anymore. I use some of them all the time, but and I really like, for among other things that Google produces, Google Drive, because it allows me to basically be able to do work on either my laptop, my desktop, or my Galaxy Note 2, and have it instantaneously be on any device, which is extremely valuable. So anyways, I have a template. It's just a template document, and I have Empire Avenue templates. And I have right here is where I put my mission, the mission ticker. This is the this first of all, this URL was kind of hard to come by, but what it is it's essentially the URL to locate your list of missions. So empireavenue.com/missions !ticker equals whatever your ticker is. I would recommend putting that in every mission that you run, if you have other active missions, to kind of direct people towards them. But just to kind of run you guys through, what I do is I have templates for each mission, and I divide them by network type, and then by individual mission. I'll have a title, which, for instance, we'll just do a YouTube mission here. So I'll copy and paste the title, and I'll come over here, and then we'll say it's a YouTube channel subscription. So we'll do that, and then go back to the template, copy and paste the description. And these aren't rigid. You can change them, but it's a template. It's a basic thing to work off of. So you don't have to type this, this paragraph every single time you want to run a mission. And you can always add more to the bottom as well. Like, I'll add another part. Check out my other missions as well here. And then we'll go back to the template document and copy and paste the URL. And one thing I advise doing, if you guys actually read the template that I have is pay a slightly below top dollar price for the basic mission. For instance, like a lot of people will charge, will pay 5,000 E for a YouTube channel subscription. Well, I'll pay 4,000. But what I'll do is, I'll say, um, do this mission. I'll make sure I compartmentalize at the beginning. This is what's necessary to complete the 4,000 E mission. But then I'll add something like, you can earn an investment if you do X, Y, and Z. And then say put a dollar amount. For instance, on this template, it's 2,000 E. That if you do X, Y, and Z, I'll invest at least this amount in you, and possibly more if I determine that you're a good investment. And then also, again, always have links to your other missions if you have other available missions, because once they get down in that mission feed, they're never coming back, So and I mean, it's a fat chance that someone's going to click on your profile and go to your missions. I mean, it's extremely unlikely. So you definitely want to kind of advertise it as much as you can. In fact, one thing I've actually seen people do is they'll kind of figure out what the busiest time of the day is, and they'll run a mission. They'll run mission 1, and then they'll run mission 2, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever, later, and they'll leave a link for mission 1 at the bottom of mission 2's description. And then 15, 20, 30, an hour later, they'll run mission 3 and leave one for both, leave a link for both, and just they'll keep recycling them like that until they're finished. And I've actually seen some people who will offer a mission to do a mission. Like the mission is literally, you click on the mission link, get paid, to go to another mission link, to click on that to get paid, to go to another mission link to do something. Like, it's insane, but, people want to clear out their missions, and, I mean, once you pay that money, you can't get it back, so you might as well give it to somebody, right? Another thing I always recommend is if you have someone who performs well on your missions, definitely recommend them on Twitter, like them on Facebook, and put them in your favorites list, or put them on a list in general. And that's essentially it. I guess. Like I said, definitely look into kind of creating basic templates. And I'm going to be coming out with a couple of videos in the near future about third-party applications and websites that people will also put, or either put in their mission descriptions, or use as part of the mission in order to drive traffic as well. So definitely, if this video was helpful to you guys, definitely hit the like button, favorite it, share it. Definitely subscribe. It would really help me out a ton, guys. I really want to get my YouTube channel up and off the ground, and I'd prefer to do it without just running YouTube subscription missions. That's really not. I mean, I'm definitely going to do that, no doubt, but it's not the only way that I want to promote. I really want people who are genuinely interested in Empire Avenue, among other things. Empire Avenue is just the first thing I'm going to be running a series on. I'm going to be running a series on a whole host of social media, networking, and promotion tools and websites. And so yeah, guys, if you're interested in that, just hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the future.